What's up, world? Kayzar here. Welcome to my podcast. Simple purpose: inspire, engage, impact through storytelling. Today I have an amazing guest. He goes by the name of Steve Moore.
What's up, baby? What's up, everybody? How y'all doing? Steve on the mic right here.
Yeah. Thank you for saying yes to my invite.
I always say yes to you, man. I don't know any person who would say no. Who's got the audacity to say that kind of word? You know what I'm saying?
Okay, let's talk a little bit about you and learn your story, and hopefully we get to celebrate you.
Yes, sir.
And it's all about the little information here and there. How long you been in Dubai, dude?
I've been here for 6 years now.
6 years.
Yeah.
But what brought you to Dubai?
Just plain old opportunity, man. No sugarcoating.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I mean, everybody came here to make money.
Okay.
To make the moolah, you know?
Okay.
But what was the reason behind coming here? There's always some side stories into it, you know?
Tell me more.
Okay. So this goes back to 2008, by the way. So I've been here since 2014, but if you add up the time I was here before, it's like 6.5 years.
Yeah.
So 2008, my wife now, who was my girlfriend back then, wanted to be a flight attendant, right?
Yalla.
So she's like, hey, I want to go to Dubai. I want to do this work. I was like, yeah, sure. Okay, do whatever you want. I'm not going to stop you. So cut the story short, she flew here. And then I was doing modeling back then. I was ripped as hell. You'd never believe. I was ripped, 8 packs and whatnot, all kinds of cuts, man. So I was hosting too and this and that. So I followed her, I left everything back. And then I went here 2008. It was recession, by the way. I had no idea what Dubai was. I never knew where it was, how it looked. It was hot. I thought it was like, oh, okay, cool, like a tropical country. I was like, hell no. It's like so hot.
What month of year did you come into Dubai?
July. Peak of summer, baby. So cut the story short, I followed her. And then 2 years later, or 8.5, December 2009, we got married. So young. We're actually celebrating 10 years of marriage on December 19th, so I'm super happy with that one. Alhamdulillah. And no regrets, man.
No regrets.
We've been super strong together. We super supported each other. So it was pretty fun.
Amazing.
Yeah.
That is so sweet.
It's a cheesy story, but a lot of people love it, by the way.
Yeah. Sometimes you gotta make that leap of faith.
Yeah, and I'm proud of it, like as a man, so
Yeah.
it is what it is.
You followed your heart.
Yeah. It was really pure love, you know what I'm saying? So we got married and, whatever it is, let's just do this shit. I mean, let's do this stuff. So,
Well done. Very good. Very good. So now let's skip forward to your profession.
Yes, sir. So
I know you as an MC, as a host.
Yeah.
You do a bunch of things. So you are a voice guy.
Right. So if you would check on my Instagram, it says Steve on the mic, because that's my work. I've been the microphone has been my best friend, for the past 15 years. I began very young. Started out in 2004. I was a young teenager back then. I was given a chance with my professor. He was like, yo, you wanna host at a university pageant? So I began hosting, doing beauty pageants. This 6 foot of a man doing beauty pageants. Yes, sir. So that's where it all began.
Yeah.
So I was doing beauty pageants, this and that. Years passed by. It was like a chain reaction. I got recommended to do corporate shows, concerts, this and that. So from there on, my skills have developed substantially, because I was not just concentrating on one area. I was doing different things until I did a lot of sports and this and this and this and that. So it was really cool. And 15 years later, I'm still doing it. Yeah.
But you're a little, what it sounds like, you are a little bit versatile. Oh my God, I love him. He was actually my first co-host.
Yeah.
Nobody wanted to come to my show.
He loves me now, by the way. Do you love Kayzar? Still love him. Do you love Steve? Oh, of course I love Steve. Yeah, so that's it.
So, but that has got kind of multiple aspects. You could be a nightclub host, which is a hype guy. Yo, blah, blah, blah,
I
blah.
used to.
You did that too?
Yeah, I love it. There were even days that I would host from morning to afternoon, like a very serious medical conference.
Yes.
Neckties. You can't say hey, yo, what's up? What's happening?
Yeah.
You know, because when you do corporate shit, they're gonna be like, hey, ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon, welcome to the conference, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
And then at night, get in the car, take out the necktie, take out the suit, get your shirt and jeans on. You go to the club like a rock star, everybody makes some noise. So you transform, which was really helpful in my career because I can do so many things. You can put me here, you can put me there. So it was really cool.
But did you ever face any challenges? Of course, you know, you did a bunch of things and that's what gave you the experience from the beauty pageant to the corporates to the sports. Where is any of them challenging for you that doesn't sit very well with you? Are you that kind of artist that you adapt to all environments?
I would say pretty much all the things that I did very well.
Yeah.
Not to kind of like
Yeah.
be cocky or something like that, but I've been very fortunate enough to have a lot of really good friends on the side.
Yeah.
You know, they like to support me a lot.
Yeah.
Because I'll be very honest, like for example, if you want to book me for an event I haven't done before, let's say for example, a beach wedding.
Yeah.
You know, I've done beach wedding twice in my career.
Yeah.
So if I know I can't do it, I'll be honest with you, said, hey man, look, I don't know how to do this.
Yeah.
Can you help me out? You know, I'll seek out from somebody who's been doing it for a long time.
Yeah.
So I was just blessed to have a lot of friends.
Yeah.
Okay, Steve, this is what you do. You can't say this. You can't say that. If you do a wedding, you have to sound solemn. You know what I'm saying? Because it's a very solemn ceremony for the couple. You can't be an MC in nightclub mode, or you can't be a host of a conference mode. You have to be a wedding host mode.
Yeah.
And how you do that is this, and that. You know. But if you're gonna ask me like, what's my favorite genre or what kind of events do I really want to do?
Yeah.
Sports, fitness festivals, concerts, and everything that is about consumer engagement. Because I'm a natural people person.
Yeah.
So whether it's in a nightclub or in a lounge or a 50,000 stadium, that's what I want. Because I always make some noise. You know, that's my mantra, that's my slogan. Steve on the mic is all about making noise. So it is what it is.
Amazing. You know, I personally love the commentators of football match.
Right.
And some of these North African guys would be like, go!
Yeah, it's
Are
crazy.
you those guys?
I can do that.
You do that too?
I'm also a commentator. But I'll be very honest.
Yeah.
My favorite sport is basketball. For those who don't know, I used to be a basketball player, not professional level.
Yeah.
I used to be a varsity player in college. That's what I used to put myself into college.
Yes.
So I don't have to pay my tuition fee because I grew up very independent. I moved out of the house when I was 17 years old, never asked money from my mom or my dad.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, I got to figure out a way to be able to put myself into education. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna play basketball. But the funny part was, for those, I'm gonna say this first time in public. The reason why I really, or what do I call this? How do I say this one? The reason that caught my attention, by the way, to do basketball was I was about 16 years old at that time. I was like on the 4th floor of the building, and I was looking down at the basketball court. The varsity players were practicing, and I was like, "What's going on down there?" Oh, a bunch of guys playing basketball. And then one of my friends said, "Oh, that's the university basketball team." And I was like, "Oh, they look really cool," because there were so many girls watching. So I was like, I want to be those guys too, you know? And then I approached the coach. I was like, holy shit, I'm not in perfect condition. I was 6 feet tall already. I was 16, so I was this tall. I was like, maybe I could play the shooting guard position or whatever. So the coach said, okay, just come here and train tomorrow.
Yeah.
So I came, and then after 3 months of training, I made a team. Just in time for the second semester of college.
Yes.
And then I was put in scholarship until 4th year. So, you know, God is good. I was really happy. So basically, I never paid for a single dollar for my college. It was awesome.
Amazing,
Yeah.
amazing. So that when you do that, of course, you have more vocab and you're more expressive with it.
Yeah.
Because that's where it's one of the fortes, playing basketball. So
Right.
you know the game.
Yeah, so going back to the original question.
Yeah.
So my favorite sport, really, number one, is basketball.
Yeah.
So I was blessed last March
Yeah.
to be selected by Abu Dhabi Media
Yeah.
to do basketball commentary, broadcasted on ESPN worldwide. So I'll always be grateful for that opportunity, So I was doing those kind of,
Yes.
energetic stuff like, oh, what a slam dunk by number 17, or great pass. Oh my goodness, what a play.
Wow.
Oh, half court shot by USA number 99, things like that. So yeah. And then number two is football, because I also do football events, FIFA,
Yes.
AFC, those kind of stuff.
Wow.
Yeah, I've been sent to the Bahamas to do the FIFA Beach Soccer World Cup 2 years ago. So it was really a lot of blessings, always grateful and always humble.
Very good. Very
sir.
good. So now, you said Steve more on the mic, etc., etc. That's your thing. But for those that don't know the definition, help me to define those words a little bit more. So we have a commentator, we have narrator,
Yeah.
we have
A voiceover
a
artist.
voiceover artist.
Yes. Coming next on Kayzar.com. We could do that
So
too.
let's define them. Tell me what they are for our listeners and our viewers, which will be watching this. What is the difference between all of them? They're kind of in a way linked.
They're linked
interlinked.
because you always talk,
Yeah.
but it's like food.
Yes.
For example, I'm a chicken.
Yeah.
One day I can do a chicken shawarma. I have a different audience for that. One day I could be a chicken adobo, by the way, which is a famous Filipino dish. Because I'm half Filipino. For those who don't know, my mom's from the Philippines.
What is
So,
the other half from?
American. My dad is originally Irish by blood.
Mm-hmm.
So by blood I'm half Irish and half Filipino, but my dad is an American citizen, so it is what it is. So one day I can do chicken adobo, so I got a different audience. One day I can be chicken nuggets, so I cater to kids. So you're talking about versatility, right?
Yeah.
So let's say you're a sports announcer.
Yeah.
So sports announcer, you got to be very energetic, outgoing. I've dealt with a lot of rowdy fans.
Yeah.
I got pushed, I got punched, I got kicked many times,
Yeah.
unintentionally by fans.
Yeah.
Because when you're in the heat of the game,
Yeah.
let's say a national game between this country and this country, and you go make interviews and stuff like that, you can never control emotions, you know what I'm saying? So I've been in situations where I was like, you know what, I'm out of here, because there might be a stampede or something like that. So sports is different,
I got
because
you.
you have to outmatch
Yeah.
the energy of defense. You can't let it eat you up, So that's one. Number two, if you're a voiceover artist, I got so much respect for VO artists because
Yeah.
it's something close to like acting in a sense.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because you can't give justice to what you're recording if you don't give emotions to it.
Yeah.
Like, for example, say as Kayzar, right?
Yeah.
And the client asks you, okay, Steve, I want this to kind of like be a monumental intro, like, all right, Kayzar.com. This movie's coming up next week. Or you gotta have some emotions into it, you know what I'm saying? You can't just be like, oh, Kayzar.com is showing next week. Nobody's gonna watch that. So there's a lot of differences.
Yeah.
Or I can also be a motivational speaker.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, that is my project soon.
Yes.
I want to go to different universities
Yeah.
and just advise these young kids.
Yeah.
Because there's a lot of them that when we were younger, they don't know where they want to go after high school.
Yeah.
What course am I going to take?
Yeah.
Am I going to take what my friend is taking?
Yeah.
Or am I going to do what I want? So some of them are like in between. So I want to kind of like motivate them.
Yeah.
So that's also another aspect of me that you can't do a motivational speech by being this rowdy guy or talking to them in a voice over voice kind of thing. You got to be yourself,
Yeah.
So that's what it is. So there's a lot of things that I do that mean differently from each other, so.
Amazing.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So now let's maybe skip back a little bit and kind of give me top 3 of event or gigs that you did from 2 years till now that you would put in your press pack CV or your web page that will be kind of, that's
Like,
my
this is the
credibility.
thing.
Yeah, this is what I've done.
2 years until now.
Yeah.
Mixed or just one?
Could be not, because remember, it's all about you, about the voice guy, the guy in the mic, and all of that good stuff from that aspect of it.
Right.
As an MC or a host or a voiceover
Right.
or a narrator or a commentator.
I think
because-
I would say about, as a sports host,
Yeah.
top 3, 2017, like I told earlier, I was sent to the Bahamas for 2 weeks
Yeah.
to host the FIFA Beach Soccer World Cup. So, I was hosting there, facing thousands of people every day.
Yeah.
So that's one. That was April of 2017.
Yes.
Shout out to Dubai Sports Council and to Beach Soccer Worldwide, because without DSC,
Yeah.
I would not be discovered by Beach Soccer Worldwide and FIFA.
That's right.
So I always pay respects and gratitude. Gratitude is so important to me.
100%.
So that's one. Number 2, I would say the Special Olympics,
Yeah.
which happened last March, a couple
Yes.
of months ago, and also last year's Special Olympics MENA Games. So I was handpicked by Abu Dhabi Media to handle basketball commentary. So it was really good.
Very good.
It was a good gig. It was a great experience, not just because of what it has done in my career, but when you're like with these kids, the special athletes.
Yeah.
It was a special moment for me, because you like, on a daily basis, sometimes we see kids with Down syndrome,
Yeah.
right? Some people who were like ignorant, they laugh at them.
Yeah.
Me, I feel sorry for these ignorant people,
Yep.
because they got no idea how beautiful these people are.
Yeah.
When I was doing Special Olympics a couple of months ago, you would see these kids, they were just laughing.
Yeah.
It don't matter if you're from this country, I'm from this country. When they see each other, they would hug each other and all that. So I even told my friends, you know what? These special athletes, I call them beautiful souls. I even put it on my Instagram,
Yeah.
because they're just so nice to watch.
Yeah.
They were so calm, they would just smile, and you would love them.
Yeah.
They're so lovable. So career aside,
Yeah.
it's more of like the emotional aspect
Yeah.
on it. So
Yeah.
Special Olympics is number 2 on my list.
Yeah.
And number 3, Pink Panther. What are we telling them? I would say the AFC Cup, Asian Football Confederation, Asian Cup. Obviously sanctioned by FIFA. It happened last January in Abu Dhabi
Yes,
and
that's
the
right.
whole country, by the way.
Yes.
I was stationed in Abu Dhabi and Al Ain, so I was jumping different stadiums, hyping fans, doing interviews and stuff like that. Shout out to Mr. Lance Brass, by the way. So it was him who kind of like picked me up. He was the infotainment director.
Yeah. Very good. Very
And
good.
also to my friend Emeka Ba. So he was the guy who kind of like recommended me there. So, that was a really good experience,
Yes.
because I got to be able to mingle with a lot of people from different countries.
Yes.
It was my first time to meet somebody from North Korea. You would never meet a North Korean on a daily basis, only by special chances. And
Yeah.
imagine, I was hyping North Korean fans, like hundreds of them in a stadium. So it was really cool,
Very good. Very good.
So that's my
Amazing.
top 3.
Amazing.
It's all sports, but
Yeah.
all mean a lot to me.
Yes, 100%.
Yeah.
And you would have them in your press pack and your web page.
It's in my profile. People, I can send it to you now if you want. Hire me as an MC.
Okay, we're gonna go back to a question I've asked earlier, because I really want you to help me with the definition a little bit more, then we can move
Right.
forward again. So there is a bunch of things. Of course, you have an MC,
Yeah.
you have a host, you have a narrator, you have, what are they? Like there is could be for voiceover.
Oh, okay.
So I need to be defined what they are.
Okay, ask
Because
me
for
one by-
We will cut this segment by itself and post it by itself.
Right.
I want to know the actual definition. I know what a narrator is a theater. It
Yeah.
sets the mood.
Yeah, a
You kind
narrator-
of explain the story in the top.
A narrator-
The voiceover.
Yeah.
It could be for commercials, could be for a movie.
Yeah.
And you just your voice over something is already there.
Right.
To tell the story a little bit more.
Okay.
I kind of know the bunch. An MC, actually, in the UK, an MC known as somebody that raps.
Right. Let
Does
me
that
tell
make
you
sense?
something,
You
yeah.
just give me the definition of the 5.
I understand.
Define
Okay.
them. Simple. Make it simple
Ask
for
me one by
our
one.
audience.
Ask me one by one.
Okay.
First.
What is, I'm going to hit you first. Here we go. Can you please tell me more? What is the definition of an MC?
Okay, MC comes from the root words
Yeah.
master ceremonies. Okay, master ceremonies was MC.
Yeah.
So if somebody spells it out, like nowadays,
Yeah.
you see it spelling out EMC, triple E or double E.
Yes.
MC.
Yeah.
It's like a hip way.
Yeah.
But grammatically, that's wrong.
Yeah.
Because the right spelling would be
Yeah.
M.C.
Yeah.
Because it's an acronym, right? Or abbreviation, yeah, whatever.
Yeah.
What is it?
got you.
MC, master ceremony.
Yeah.
Now, back in the day,
Yeah.
this is what people used to call people who talk. Wedding ceremonies,
Yeah.
or symposiums,
Yeah.
or conferences.
Very good.
So basically, it's an old school term for host.
Oh.
It is. Correct me if I'm wrong. I may be wrong, maybe right, but this is what I'm saying according to what I know.
This is your profession. That's why I'm digging deep, because my knowledge on
Yeah.
the aspect is very kind of general.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah, but
So
that's cool.
Whatever you gave me, I'm gonna live by until somebody tells me,
Yeah. Yeah. Nowadays, in the hip hop world,
Yeah.
in the hip hop community, which I have so much love for,
Yeah.
MC is also used for as a hip hop who raps,
Yeah.
and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Because I did club MCing too.
Yes.
And you would never be called club announcer or
Yeah.
club host,
Yes.
right? Or club narrator. You're called a club MC.
Yes.
So it's, hey, you sleeping on me? So it has been adopted.
Yeah.
And kind of like, there's a lot of evolution that happened in the past.
Yes.
So from the old school master ceremony, now it's more like, all right,
I got it.
hip hop MC and all that stuff, which is really cool, by the way. I have nothing against it. It's
Yeah.
all cool, it's all love. Now,
That's a dope name for it. Master of ceremony.
master of ceremony, because every ceremony,
Yeah.
there's a master to it.
That's
You're
yeah.
the director. Like in the film, you got a film director, right?
Yeah.
So you are the director of an event,
I got it.
because there's a saying, no matter how, I don't want to say ugly, but
Yeah.
no matter how ugly an event is, let's
Yeah.
just say it. If your host, if your MC is good,
Yes.
the flow of the program is always going to be good,
Yes.
because the MC is the one bringing down the flow.
Yes. And
You're-
creates energy.
Right. You're the
Synergy.
captain. You're the captain of the ship.
Yeah.
So even if you got a ship as big as Titanic,
Yeah.
or you got a sailboat, if the captain of the sailboat is better, you sailing better. It's the same thing. So that's what an MC is.
MC. So it brings me to my
Master
second question.
ceremony.
Master of ceremony.
Right.
That is deep.
Yeah.
That's a new information for me.
That's where
and for our listeners.
That's where it came from, master ceremony.
Master of ceremony.
I think it
That
came from
is-
England.
My man, I just love it double. So, what is the definition of a host? Can you define it a little bit more? You already told me.
Yeah. To be honest, they're the same,
Yes.
just different terms.
Yes.
If I'm correct, I'm not saying I am. If
Yeah.
I am correct,
Yeah.
the term master ceremony or compare, it's even compare, right? That's
Yeah.
so English.
Yes.
That's so English,
Yeah.
right? So, master ceremony is English.
Yeah.
Host is American.
Yes.
It's the same thing.
It's the same thing.
But it goes down to what a host really is.
Mm-hmm.
Like, for example, in a small town, not in America, anywhere. Let's say, oh, hey, what's up, guys? Let's go to Kayzar's house. He's gonna
Yeah.
host a dinner for us.
Yes.
So you're like the welcoming person.
Yes.
So a host at an event, you're the person welcoming everybody. Hey, everybody, welcome to the
Yeah.
this event, blah blah,
Yeah.
whatever. So for me, that's what the definition of host is. The speaker, though. Here in the UAE, we
Yeah.
use MC a lot, because
Yeah.
not many use the word host.
Yes.
Most probably because there's a lot of British expats here
Yeah.
who are into the events businesses.
Yes.
So the term MC has been brought up here,
Yeah.
and that's what we use, which is still cool, by
Yeah.
the way. So that's what I think.
Yeah.
Host is an American way of saying you're the MC.
Yes.
And in England, you use MC because you're the host. You know what I'm saying?
What does the word
It is what it is.
compare comes to it?
Oh man, that's like deep English. You should know better, man. You're British. So compare is like, it's like a deep word for an announcer, an MC, Compare is like
Too much.
super formal. Yeah, like, oh, we're gonna have what do you call this thing? Like when people buy stuff, bidding.
Auction.
Yeah, the auction.
Yeah.
Like that's like compare, you know. Like I'm not saying for old people, but I'm just saying it's like super old school and all that. But whatever it is. Okay, next question, sir.
So you kind of hit 3 birds with 1 stone.
Right.
MC, master of ceremony, I can't even say it.
And bonus compare, I gave that to you.
The compare is the third.
Compare, which I never use. I never want to be called Compare Steve. I'd rather be called Steve the host or MC Steve. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause
You know what you need to do probably on your. We need to have an explanation to all of these.
Yeah.
Tell them all of these are the same thing.
But you know what's funny? A couple of months ago, I got an inquiry.
Yeah.
A friend of mine called me, yo, Steve, you compare, right? I was like, shit, what is compare? And then I remember, oh yeah, I read this thing about a year ago, like a host, an MC too. Yeah, I compare, but what am I gonna host? He was like, oh, what do you mean host? What am I presenting? Oh, okay, that's what I'm saying, presenter. So he was like, oh yeah, can you compare a staff party? Oh, okay, yeah, no problem. All right, booked. So I was like, holy shit. You could have just told me to host this one. Staff party was like, can you compare this? I was like, it sounds so old school, by the way. But no disrespect.
We go. Now he's getting confusing. MC, host, compare, presenter. Yeah.
It's all different terms, to be honest. To people watching, don't get confused. It's all the same, all right? So, presenter is like what you're doing.
Yeah, radio.
It's the same. You present. You could be a radio presenter.
Yes.
You could be a TV presenter or an events presenter. You present. There's a lot.
But they don't use it for event.
No, it's too formal. Presenter. You know. In media, you use it a lot. TV presenter, news presenter.
Yes.
There's a lot. You could be a weather presenter. For our, what do you call this? For the weather for today, you know what I'm saying? We got a tropical cyclone coming up. We got
here in Dubai?
Yeah, whatever, you know. Or there's a hurricane coming up, buckle up. Yeah, you know, we got weather presenter. So
listen, I learned today.
It's a lot. Yeah, even in radio. Radio is different too. Because radio, you present to people who listen.
Yes.
So when you talk, you gotta have more vibe. You gotta have more of emotion.
Yes.
That's why sometimes when you talk to radio presenters, you hear them out on radio, the way they talk, as much as they want to be as natural as they could be.
Yeah.
But when you meet them outside, normal talk, they talk differently.
Yeah.
Hats off to them.
Yeah.
It's because they have to do that. You know, you got to talk with emotion.
Yes.
You have to present in such a way that you kind of like get people hooked up because they can't see you.
Yes.
Because if you're like a sexy girl, let's be honest,
Yeah.
you would look at her no matter what she says, no matter how she sounds.
Attention grabbed already.
Right.
You already sold.
But if you can't see somebody, you're just listening.
Just a voice.
You got to have an interesting way of saying things.
Yes.
So that's one. Presenter, all right? So we got 4 now. What's the 5th?
Those 4 are into one. They are just
Those 4 is just one.
But just people like to complicate stuff.
Yeah, it is what it is.
Let's go.
It's just like shoes. You call it sneakers, you call it boots. Yo, Junior, what else you call sneakers? Shoes. Same, right? Same thing. Boots, sneakers, shoes, all the same.
So, okay, we're just going to leave that.
Yeah.
That subject. Let's go into the next one within the same topic. Right. What is the definition of narrator?
A
How
narrator.
Can you explain it?
He can also be like a voiceover artist in a sense.
Yes.
Because sometimes narrators, especially in movies, one of my favorite persons to do narrating is Morgan Freeman. He's just amazing.
The crackle in the voice.
He has this voice that when he talks, oh, that's Morgan Freeman.
Yeah.
Even if you don't see him, when he starts talking about a movie, he narrates something.
Yeah.
You can feel like, you know, this shit is real. This is gonna be nice.
Yes.
So for me, narrators are also good because you tell something that usually people don't see you at. They only hear you.
Yeah.
But when you say stuff like that, it has to be captivating. You know, you got to get hooked up into it.
Yeah.
So for me, you know, narrators, these are guys who Sometimes you see them
Yeah.
for stage plays, you
Yeah.
know. Sometimes you see narrators on the side of the stage.
Yeah.
But most of the time, it's just a voice,
Yeah.
like a voice of God.
Yes.
You know.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
I got you. So no, for me, if help me and correct me if I'm wrong.
Storytellers, that's what they are.
You stole it.
Storytellers.
So it's part of the story or delivering the story
Right.
where the image is not necessarily there.
Right.
Does that make sense? It's through just voice.
Right.
And I feel like a voice over could be anything.
Yeah.
It could be anything that is being implemented on top of
Yeah.
any other layer.
Right. 'Cause-
Voiceover is narration, but narration is a little bit more in depth. It's all about storytelling through sound purely.
Right. Because narrating it's not just emotion.
Yeah,
It's not just storytelling.
yeah,
There's a lot of substance in it,
yeah,
you know, because it's like the flow of the ocean.
yeah,
It kind of brings you into different horizons,
Yeah.
you know. So that's what narrating is.
yeah,
An effective narrator is someone who could bring you to a place
yeah,
from your state of mind here to a different dimension.
yeah,
That's what great storytellers
Yeah.
do. Voiceover artists now these people who are so talented, they're not storytellers all the time
yeah,
because their job is to put something into life.
yeah,
Like for example, Optimus Prime,
Yeah,
one of
yeah.
my favorite voiceover artists, Peter Cullen.
yeah,
God bless him, he's like 70 something years old, but he's one of the best VO artists of all time. How can you put a life into a robot
yeah,
and make him feel like he's alive, like Autobots transform, you know, things like that.
That gave me a shiver right now.
Yeah. So as much as they also do storytelling,
Yeah.
but VO artists, they more of people who bring something to life. That's how I look at it.
Yeah,
You know, like this one, normal person would say Kayzar. If you're a VO artist, you could say that in many ways, Kayzar or Kayzar. You know, it
Yeah.
depends on what kind of voice you want to use.
mood,
Yeah.
yeah, the feeling that they. Yeah, I got you. Yeah, voice.
So-
It's a powerful thing.
That's the definition that I could give as much as
Yeah.
I know of from the years that I'm doing my work.
Yeah, I know. And even that's why, the generations, and that's why podcast right now has become very, 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 very popular.
Yes, sir.
Just because how the time moves and what Amazon doing with voice control and
Right.
where it's going, it's scary.
Yeah, God knows what.
We need to try to stay with it, otherwise we're gonna get lost. Now, so we covered MC, we covered host, we
Yeah.
covered narrator, we covered voiceover,
How about a commentator?
a commentator. It's that for sports mainly used, right?
Yeah.
Tell me more about commentator.
Commentator, there are also, by the way, news commentators.
Yes.
These are guys who give opinions
Yeah.
sometimes. Sometimes they're called commentators. Sometimes they're called, I don't know the formal term. It's kind of like opinion givers, something like
Yeah.
that. So whatever news is happening, let's say news and current events. So the subject, for example, is new presidency and elections.
Yeah.
So they give opinions and stuff like that.
Yeah.
It's the same thing in sports,
Yeah.
but you kind of like give a lot of energy and emotion
Yeah.
into it. Because if you watch a football match, for example, turn off the volume.
Yeah.
Does it sound exciting? No. But if you put the volume up and somebody's giving you that energy, like,
Yeah.
oh, here goes Cristiano Ronaldo. Oh, nice defense or nice kick, goal, things
Yeah,
like
yeah.
that. It gives you an excitement that
Yeah.
even though you're not inside the arena
It
watching the-
draws you in.
exactly. It's like it brings you there.
Yeah.
The commentator lets you inside the television
Yeah.
out to the stadium.
Yeah.
So that's what a good commentator does.
Just through sound.
Yeah, he doesn't just tell you what's going on.
Yeah.
He's giving you the idea that, hey, you know what? I don't care if you're watching this from an airplane,
Yeah.
from a boat, from your home.
Yeah.
I'm gonna bring you to the venue.
Yeah.
So that's what good commentators do.
The energy.
Yeah.
Does it make sense?
Right.
And he's like what he said, his opinion on what's happening.
Right.
He's not just saying, okay, Chris has the ball. Chris has moved the ball to Christopher.
Yeah, that's boring.
That's
I'm not watching that if this commentator. It's like, oh, here goes Michael Jordan, pulls up for the day. Oh, 2 seconds, Mr. Sharp, rebound by Dennis Rodman, gives it back to Scottie Pippen, takes the three, puts it up, banks it in.
Yeah.
For example, like
Yeah.
that, it
Yeah.
has to be energetic, and
Yeah.
I have so many respect for my co-commentators, especially those senior of me, those who've been in the business for like 40, 50 years, because doing sports commentary is not easy.
Yeah.
Because you are saying something
Yeah.
that's what's happening live.
And you can't take it back.
You can't take it back. If you say one bad word, you're done, and you should be able to kind of like tell the world what's happening as it is with the rules.
Yes.
Because if you don't know the sport,
Yeah.
might as well don't pretend to do it, because you got to know the rules. You know what I'm saying? You got to be able to play the sport to know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
And I was fortunate, like I said earlier, I used to play basketball for college, and until now.
Yeah.
So I pretty much know from A to Z what
Yeah.
basketball terminology is.
Yes.
So that's what it is.
And that's where your
Yeah.
passion comes in.
Right.
So I think we have defined most of them, right? Have we missed any of them?
Junior, haven't missed anything yet?
No, I think we covered them.
Yeah.
But out of all of these, what is the thing that you say that you are? Does that make sense? Are you, when you speak to a person, when they say to you, what do you do for a profession?
It depends where I am. It depends where I am. Who I'm talking to.
Do you pull out dictionary? I am this, this, and this, and this. But
No.
they all mean this.
Let's say I'm talking to an American.
Yeah.
If they ask, hey, what do you do? I'm an events and TV host.
Yeah.
He knows. Or a presenter.
Yeah.
If let's say, I'm not trying to be a racist, okay? I'm gonna make that clear. It's just because every country has different terminologies. Like here, the Arab region,
Yeah.
the word MC is much more used than host.
Yeah.
You could tell everybody, oh, I'm an MC. Oh, yeah, speaker. Yeah, that's right. But if I tell everybody, hey, I'm a host, they're like, what is a host?
Yeah.
Not everybody knows it. Some know it, some don't.
Actually,
So it depends on who I talk to.
for me, I think in a lot of restaurants, that they use the word hostess and host quite a lot. So if you talk to those guys, they'll be like, "Oh, you are a host." They think that you are the person that stands at the door.
Yes.
So it depends how it's used.
That's
in
right.
different states.
So it really depends on who you're talking to. I can't just use like.
So we have to check who they are first.
Yeah, but in general, I just say MC Steve.
Yeah.
Because in the whole world anyway, that's the most accepted term of a public speaker.
Yeah.
And don't forget, there's also motivational speakers and trainers. That's a different thing. That's more corporate,
Yeah.
So that's what I use even more. MC Steve.
MC Steve.
MC Steve in a more formal way, but on a street style or what do you call this, casual manner.
Yeah.
A lot of people call me, oh, here goes Steve on the mic, because that's my Instagram anyway.
Yeah.
So follow me. So
But MC Steve, what I know of it, MC, it's come from the grime scene in London. They known as MCs, and they are rappers. I mean, and the best MCs. So if you saying it in the wrong environment, they go, "Okay, bro,
we're gonna beat you up."
Yeah, give me some bars.
I know. That's what I'm saying.
And you're like, no. I am like
a different MC.
commentator.
Yeah. So it really depends where you are.
Yeah.
Because each place has a different terminology, you know what I'm saying? So it's the same as, for example, basic English of us, we're boys.
Yeah.
You go to Australia, they call it blokes. You call to England, call it geezer. Right?
Or dude.
Yeah, or dude.
Yeah, what's up, dude?
Or man, yo man, what's up? What's happening? You know? So there's a lot of different terms, but it all goes down to all the same thing. It's just different terms, but it's all the same thing.
I think maybe you should have a list. Tell him, look, dude, I am all of this. I just,
like for example, I go to London,
Yeah.
and then he asks, "Hey, so what are you?" Hold on, let me pull up my my dictionary. All right, so here, read something. Where do you think I fall in there? Am I an MC? Am I a host? Am I a speaker? You know, so that's what it is.
Amazing. I got it. Thank you for defining that.
Yes, sir.
Now let's skip forward. For MC Steve, what's next that you want to achieve, or any specific gigs or contracts or whatever it is that you want to achieve over the coming season or couple of years? What is your short-term to mid-term vision for MC Steve?
Right, just as an MC, okay? Or life as a whole?
Let's talk about an MC first, then
Okay.
we go as life as a whole. Because for me, I see you as an MC, that is your thing.
Yeah.
You do, of course, you are.
That's me. The microphone
because
is-
you're not under a salary, indirectly, you are an entrepreneur. So you are a hustler.
Right, because
so whatever you set up on the side,
Yeah.
it's still you. But
Yeah.
the thing people gonna know you for always as MC Steve,
Right.
the guy that hosts football matches, that does
Yeah.
the big party, does the corporate events, does this, blah, 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 blah.
God knows what.
Yeah.
Short-term plan for the coming event season, obviously exciting days ahead.
Yeah.
You know, I got just before we
Yeah.
did the podcast, I just got confirmed gig.
Yeah.
It's an international gig for a beach football again. So that's 1 week. So
Yeah.
I'm really thankful.
Very
Thank
good.
God. A lot of events coming up, mixed
Yeah.
up conferences. Jai Texas coming
Yeah.
up.
Yeah, text you.
New Year's Eve. I hope we work together. New
Yes,
Year's Eve,
yes, yes, yes,
inshallah.
yes,
And then I'm also organizing a sports technology event.
Yeah.
By the way, we're
Yeah.
still in the early stages now.
Yeah.
So hosting wise, emceeing wise,
Yeah.
there's a lot of coming up in the event season.
Yes. Very good.
But in the long run, what I really want, I want to do a podcast.
Very good. You should.
You know,
They
like,
are.
You're my
they-
brother.
They are now. They are the future, because people shifting from daytime TV.
Right.
And look how much Netflix is so popular, because it's on demand.
Right. Cool.
Because people want things on demand, and voice. You can listen to it when you're
Right.
driving from a location to a
Right.
location. And
Right.
for me, what made my company kind of did a quantum leap is
Yeah.
for me listening to podcasts.
Yeah.
From the people that they become my mentors through podcasts. I feel podcasts are
Right.
very, very important. in-
Yeah, because it's very accessible. You know, you could
Yeah.
you could pretty much watch it anywhere you
Yeah.
want. You just got a Wi-Fi, or you're gonna download it.
Yeah.
You can talk about any topic you want. Because, I mean, I'll be honest.
Yeah.
A lot of people ask me this.
Yeah.
Even you, maybe you're gonna ask me later on, how come you never tried radio? You know,
Yeah.
a lot of
How?
people.
Come, I'm gonna ask you now.
Yeah, a lot of people ask me why I have not been in radio.
Yeah.
You know, to be honest, I tried
Yeah.
lately though, but
Yeah.
before, I really didn't want to do radio.
Yeah.
Because when I was younger, I was getting a lot of events,
Yeah.
TV work. So I was like, if I do radio, it's gonna eat a lot of my time.
Yeah.
I gotta do show prep.
Yeah.
I gotta do this, and that.
Yeah.
And I'm more of a guy who loves to go to people.
Yeah.
I don't wanna,
Yeah.
get in the shadows.
Yeah.
I mean, no disrespect, radio. I love radio. I love people. I got a lot of friends.
Yeah, yeah.
But I'm just saying, back then,
Yeah.
I was young. That was my mentality.
Yeah.
It was more about I wanna do more things outside instead of doing radio.
Yeah.
That's gonna eat a lot of my time. So fast forward today, I was like, is it too late to try radio?
It's never too late.
Yeah, it's never too late. So I kind of gave it a try. I sent some demo.
Yeah.
I got feedbacks like, you sound good, but you gotta sound more natural.
Yeah.
I never took it as an offense because I
Yeah.
was like,
Yeah.
okay, that's good because these guys teaching me how to be better
Yeah.
if I want to do radio.
Yeah.
So now I'm trying,
Yeah, yeah.
I'm trying to look at doing radio too.
Yeah.
But as I said, I also want to do a podcast.
Yeah.
Because I was like, if I can't do radio,
Yeah.
I will do my own radio show
Yeah.
through podcast.
Yeah. Because
'Cause-
I'm telling you, it's exactly the same thing.
Exact same thing.
Especially now with the access of technology, like
Right.
myself, 2 microphones. This is equally as good to any radio
Right.
station is there, with the all the
Yeah.
high spec, and that's it. Just a switchboard,
Right.
and the whole thing, 10 grand, you're ready in business.
And you can control whatever you want.
Yep.
Your topic, your show, your guest.
Yeah.
It's all you.
And if you think about it, radio now, because they know they have to step up. Most radio shows, they broadcasting and recording their shows
Yeah.
visually, and they are posting them on the social media. Does that make sense? So they've gone back. They've gone back to the stuff they were not doing before. It's not just about audio only. Okay, of course, 70% people listen to it in audio, but they're doing it in visual format.
True. So that's one.
More and more.
That's one.
So podcast. For me, that you should start yesterday.
We should start.
It's done. It's done. Wait, this is the first.
You heard it. More things coming soon. After this, we're gonna sign some contracts and make some deals.
Yeah, here we go on this paper.
So, yeah, long term is obviously do a podcast.
Yeah.
Kick-ass podcast that everybody's gonna want to watch.
Yeah.
Something fun, something that everybody's kind of like into. I still want to do a lot of TV work. I still want to do a lot of big events.
Yeah.
In the long run, also, I want to be, what do you call this? Like an event consultant, a sports event consultant.
Yeah.
Because I've made so many friends in the sports industry that, okay,
you ready to?
I'm ready to bridge the gap.
Yeah.
It's like, all right, you're a company, you want to establish a sports company here, or you want to do a big event, but you don't know how?
Yeah.
Well, guess what? Stephen and Mike is here at your service.
Yeah.
So I want to have my own consultancy firm one day too.
It will happen.
And businesses on the side. It's because, you know, I got like I told you, I got some friends who are like super nice to me.
Yeah.
And they're saying, and I know holding the microphone is not going to be forever.
Yeah.
Like maybe from
it can be. Look,
it can be.
Listen, because it's your voice and it's your persona. For me, even if you are look at Morgan Freeman. Dude.
I know. I'm just saying. But not everybody's blessed to be like Morgan Freeman. Just on the safe side. If, for example, one day I lose my voice, my hosting voice, I sound differently, I gotta have a backup plan.
Yeah.
So my friends has been telling me that, Steve, business is the way to, if you want to be wealthy, not rich, because this is rich, this is wealthy, you know. So that's the thing, and I've always put that into my heart because they keep saying, we're gonna help you reach your dreams to be a business person one day. But when you reach that stage, you gotta go down and help people who want to be like you. That's why I told you, for me, gratitude is so important, and humility.
Empathy for everything and everybody.
I hate cocky people, man. It doesn't matter how rich you are, you got 10 Lamborghinis or 10 whatnot. I don't give a shit, to be honest. For me, it's this and this. If you're a good person, I don't care. I treat a cleaner and a chief executive officer the same thing.
Same.
That's how it's supposed to be. So
a lot of people get it to the ignorant head.
Yes, sir. Respect people.
Ignorant is a choice.
True. That's true. So that's a long-term goal. Businesses.
For me, it's like you gotta have a bunch of hustles. Does that make sense? And water all of them equally until they become hopefully one day the main hustle.
Because I mean, nowadays, there's a lot of people like their mentality is, oh, I want to be this, I want to do this. But you gotta look in the mirror, ask yourself, are you willing to do the sacrifices? Because for those who are watching, I didn't become who I am just by overnight magic. It took a lot of sacrifices. I did a lot of pro bono gigs, you know, just to master everything out. Even when I was on my 10th year of hosting, I was accepting really low budgets because number one, I don't want to disappoint a client. And number two, if this is going to make me even better, let's do it. So there's a lot of sacrifices along the way. I'm sure you two got a lot of things.
100%.
Humble beginnings. Because a lot of kids nowadays, they want everything instant. You can't do that. That's impossible.
I agree with you. Look, the most important thing, the time has changed, and kind of it's how young is your hustle, and does it make sense? And, everybody can do a lot of things, and I feel like the marketplace in every single field, especially with the advancement of technology and the internet, to be specific, anybody can take it. But how good your product is, what is that you're selling, and if you know how to sell it, you can succeed.
That's right.
If everybody's equal to everybody, apart from the ones that surpassed us, like Apple and Coca-Cola and Adidas, we just allow them.
I just want to quote a friend of mine. His name is Robbie. Almost 10 years ago, he told me this. You know what, Steve? You want to be successful in what you do, not just by hosting events, but in anything that you want to do in life. more than the good attitude,
Yeah.
more than your connections. Connections are also very important.
Yeah.
It's how you play your cards.
Yeah.
So it's always in my mind how you play your cards. You can't give everything in one go. You
Yeah.
gotta test the waters first.
Yeah.
You gotta be smart.
You
So
gotta be smart.
that's one thing that you're gonna learn along the way.
Yeah.
So
You gotta be patient too.
yes, sir.
Yes, sir. My man. So I think we touched that and we spoke about your growth. We've gone back. You gave me a bit more definition. What is Steve's profession?
Yeah.
In many terms into one. MC Steve. Yeah, I think we have covered all of it. And the most important thing that we got to learn your story.
Yes, sir.
So thank you for
Humble
coming.
beginnings, man. That's who I am.
Listen, I showed up to Dubai with a mobile phone. I think it was iPhone 6
Yeah.
and a laptop that has Greek letters. I brought it with me in Greece.
But now look, you got the studio.
And it's still like for me, the hustle. It's
It never ends.
It never ends. But it's all about growth and achievement. If I was chasing the money, I would not get to where I am. Like this season, last season was amazing. Summer has been difficult to everybody.
It
We
was.
got through it.
This summer?
Oh my god.
Oh my God. Tell me about
It's
it.
been the shittiest ever I've ever faced, but it's been beautiful.
Yeah.
I have learned so much this summer, you have no idea. But Q4 in paper, we will do 3 times that we have done better than last year.
Right. Yeah, me too. Thank God. Because
Like the whole year, I'm gonna do 3 times better in 3 months.
then like, oh yeah.
That's in October, November, December.
Yeah.
But I've started this planting seeds
That's
from
what it is. Way
October
back.
last year.
And now you're reaping the harvest.
Yep. And a lot of agency here are short-term vision. They chase now. They make the quickest bucks, the biggest bucks, and that's it. Fold and start again. Fold and start again.
Right.
My biggest competitors that they were here 5 years ago, I surpassed them from October because my state of mind was too far ahead.
Cheers to that.
No, honest, because for me it's all about growth.
Yeah.
Technically speaking,
Grow. You have to grow substantially.
as a foundation, we are the biggest agency. But in reality, they probably think it's just this dude doing this bunch of things. What the hell? On paper, last year, March and April, we were doing 80 activations a week
MashaAllah.
for 3 months.
8-0.
80.
Jeez.
80 activations a week,
Woo.
literally. And now we will do almost triple that in October.
Wow. Congratulations.
Thank you.
See what I tell you? Hard work and humility. Me too. I'm really thankful.
I'm just pushing.
I'm really thankful
pushing.
because
But you have to remember, you have to be smart.
Yeah.
Pick your fight.
yeah, pick fights you can only win.
Yes, and I love competition. I went to the toughest fight,
Yeah.
and I'm in the
Just
middle of it.
don't go in a place that you know you're a shithole.
But listen, I'm going to another one that's a shithole, and I'm going to win on it.
Yeah.
I've been planning this next challenge for almost 7 months. So yeah, we will win, and
We will win. I'm not gonna be part of that win.
No, it's important. no, honestly, like, but for me, it's we have to push forward. That
Right.
we're still making a bunch of mistakes, and we will succeed no matter what. But it's not about me; it's about you. So today we got to learn about Steve.
Sir, I'm excited about event season because you were talking about growth of your company.
Yeah.
Happy for you. Me too. In terms of events only, I think last year,
Yeah.
2018, I've hosted anywhere around 135 events. 130, 135.
It's big.
Considering their summer season, that's kind of like low.
Too low.
Yeah. This year, alhamdulillah, I was very happy. So far, as of today, I've already done 153 events. I keep track of everything. 153. So I've made more events than last year.
Yeah.
We haven't even hit the event season yet for this year. So I'm really hoping I can close the year at 200 events.
You will. Q4 is big.
Yes.
And Expo and a bunch of things are gonna be flying.
I
Next
really,
2 years.
I really hope so.
No. it's gonna happen, but you have to keep yourself out there by doing a bunch of things.
Event organizers, if you're watching, book me through Kayzar, right?
No. Go to him directly. Listen, for me, it's to celebrate you.
Yeah, thank you.
Celebrate each other.
I appreciate this.
Yeah, it's very
Seriously, man.
Yeah.
It's not because we're a camera, but I appreciate it.
Look, because I have not seen anybody that is trying to do what we have done, and I've been doing this podcast from almost November.
Yeah.
We've been tested. We've done testing a lot of things. Now I have all the tech that I need, and right now it looks so easy.
Yeah.
But when it comes out the other side, it looks like NBC or ITV did it. You get it, especially
now you got nice place, nice equipment, great staff.
Like simple.
You got a nice stuffed toy who loves me, by the way.
I was very shy in my first podcast. I needed him as like a punch bag.
Yeah.
Look, check out my guy.
Yeah.
But now I just keep it simple.
Now look, he's so tame. Dude loves me,
Pink
right?
Panther is my guy.
Yeah.
Okay, dude, we're gonna wrap it up because almost, holy sugar, we have done 56 minutes.
Wow.
Yeah.
Woo! Closing in 1 hour. Oh my God.
And you just getting relaxed right now.
I was so relaxed.
You ready to talk right now?
I was even saying before we roll the camera, I was like, hey, let's just do this like 10 minutes, 15 minutes. And now look at that, 1 hour. Well, I hope you guys didn't get bored or something like that. So.
No. It's all about the storytelling and hearing what it is. We will chop this podcast in multiple sections and segments that we feel is relevant for our viewers to interact. So I've learned your story. I'm thankful to you for saying yes, Steve.
Yes, sir.
MC Steve. So can you please tell our viewers and listeners to this mic how they can find you on the social?
Okay.
And spell it for them because trust me.
My Instagram and my Facebook, Steve on the mic. So my name, STEVE on ON, the THE mic, MIC. So Steve on the mic.
Is that for IG?
That's Instagram and my Facebook. And I'm also on LinkedIn, Steve Patrick Moore. So I got two names, Steve Patrick Moore. That's my LinkedIn account.
But shouldn't you do out of the LinkedIn account also another account? It's like a business for MC Steve.
We will. Thanks for the tip. I'll do that.
And also you will need a web page that says
the website.
Yes.
Yeah. I'm working on it now.
So you can traffic.
We will work on that part. So my email is steve.jk, like Julia Kilo, jksports@gmail.com. So if you want to reach me out, should I give my mobile?
No, they will call you.
Yeah, so that's my email.
You can give your mobile, but it's up to you.
No, I'll leave it after that. So Instagram, hit me up.
Yeah.
I can do all kinds of stuff on the microphone. F&B people, nightclubs, restaurants, quiz shows, events, concerts, medical conferences, anything.
Anything that requires a mic and talking.
Anything requires a microphone and a loud, energetic guy. Anything with a microphone.
Steve, you have been amazing. That was our podcast, Inspire, Engage, Impact.
That's right.
We'll see you on the other side. Hey, what's up? Kayzar here. Listen to my podcast, learn the truth behind business and marketing. Basically being an entrepreneur on the following platforms.